Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka. I'm an empath, and I just like doing these little talks on how I feel about things. I collect a lot of data. I've been collecting data since, well, we all have since we took our first breath. That's all we do is we're like little organic computers. Personal computers. Yeah, we program ourselves by what we watch, by what people show us, you know. That's why I think it's weird when people show really gross stuff on Facebook. I'm like, you're showing all this gross stuff to your friends and your loved ones, you know. Brings down your vibe. I believe in vibe and energy and karma. Universal law, yeah, it's a lot more fair than man-made law. Those are so convoluted, man. Convoluted. They just keep making up new rules and burying the old ones, and it's just a very incestuous place, law. Manipulative. It had its focus. It's had its idea of what it was supposed to be. A lot of these paradigms have. A lot of these, police, sheriff, all these, the intention was from the heart. It came from the heart space of, I believe, a genuine care to protect people and things like that. What happened is these people started figuring out that they can profit from this. And they started profiting in such a way with their good old boy clubs and oh, I know a guy, and oh, okay, well the city needs paint to paint the streets, lines on the streets. Well, it just so happens that I work in the city in that I don't. I'm giving an example of how the system has grown into what it is. I have a guy, he gets a job at a city and he paints the streets, and then lines in the street, and then he knows a guy, right, or a cousin of his or something sells paint, right? So what he does is he talks to his, they have their special dealings, whatever they are, freaking hunting trips, thousands of dollars hunting trips, whatever, hey, you do this, I'll do this, shake my hand, I'll shake yours, all that nasty, gross, freaking stupid stuff that has there's no integrity in there, because it's just all, look what I can do, let me see if I can make this deal happen. The deal, the art of the deal. Let's take the deal and just keep it the art, let's bring back the art. So the deal, and then so the guy that owns the paint store goes, oh, well, you got to have this paint, so I'm going to mark it up about freaking 400% and then sell it to you. Oh, okay, we can cover that. So that, so they inflate their prices and then they make their deals, and then that's how the rich get richer. It's really quite gross, but more people are coming. They're waking up, man. It's such a beautiful time right now. People are waking up all over the place. Did you just hear Benny chime in? People just want it. They don't want. It's what fun is it to live in this world and to prosper and grow when you don't have any freaking friends to go with you? When you don't have. Benzo, you coming? Come on, Benny. 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 Come on. Yeah, I got dead air right now. Whoa, go. Get to where you want to be. I got dead air. My train of thought about to derail. And don't step on Tucker. He'll be pissed at you. Bless you. Nobody wants to see your poop shoe. Okay, so now what's happening is people are finding that it's a lonely place at the top. It's a lonely place at the big old pile being. It's not no fun to hang out with by yourself, Marge. No, Ben, it's not. We gotta have. We're pack people. People are communal people. They're intended to live with their families and things like that. And I always implore people to venture off, because you find that you get a good idea of who you are when you travel. You get a real good idea of who you are when you travel. Excuse me. So time is kind of weird. I'm going to switch my gear. I thought about this morning. When I think about, I have a Sabrina. One of the reasons why I'm trying to move back to Rennie, get closer to them in Sacramento, and go down and see their school programs and take their pictures and stuff like that. Do art with them and stuff. Mom too. That'll help mom a lot cognitively, being around her granddaughters. That will take years off. I already know it. And see the benefits of because I know it, then I want to try it, and then when I see that it works, then I can tell everyone else, see, this is what seniors need. They need to be around children. Children need to be around senior citizens, their grandparents, older, and not just their grandparents, but older people. Just being around older people, People just need to be around people. They thrive more. They share ideas. They watch because they're reminded. The older people see the younger people, and when I was at my age, I did, and then they remember good things, bad things. So my niece, she's starting her 12th year. Her 12th, not 12th year. She's 12. She's starting her 6th grade year, and what that does is, the oldest one is. The niece, the youngest is starting her kindergarten, pre-K. I went to, my pre-K was Little Acorn Preschool in Tascadero, California, Morrow Road. Anyway, so 6th grade was hard for me. I was the new kid 4 times. I started off at Deer Creek, Rother. I started off in Rother. And then I went to Sunny, and then I didn't go to school for 7 weeks because we were stuck. The car broke down in Visalia, and we stayed with Mom's friend from high school, Debbie. And then I went to Sunnyside in Los Osos, which these are all real small schools, right? And then I went to Flamson, and that threw me into a shock because that had like 1,500 kids in it. It was 6th, 7th, and 8th. It was in Paso Robles. It might still be. And you had to like dress out for PE and take showers, and I was so insecure I wouldn't even take my coat off, and then so that was Flamps, and that was hard. People made fun of me and stuff like that, and then I smelled bad because I wouldn't take my coat off because I was so insecure because I was overweight, and then and we did this because we did all this so we could live closer to my brother, and he didn't want us there. He was a freshman. He was living with my dad. That's why he moved down there. Mom wanted to be closer to him. So when I went to Flamson, he would walk past our street every day, and I would sit in the tree out front, and I'd wait to see if he'd come down the street to visit. And he wouldn't because he resented us. He wanted to be down there by himself. So he wouldn't even look. So that's when I started eating my feelings. And go buy candy, stuff like that, put on a lot of weight. So that was Flamp. So we left, and then Mom decided, I don't know why we're here, so he doesn't want us here. He could have just not, anyway, that's another story. So then we moved back up to Redding, and then that was, I ended up at Deer Creek. Yeah. So year 12 was hard for me. I know what it's like to be new. The best part about that whole thing is, though, I am so welcoming to the new person because I know how it feels. And the world is being made to become more empathetic because more people are being harmed by things. It's more post-traumatic stress because there's more trauma. Trauma could be a bad storm to a sensitive individual. Trauma could be... It's different to different people. It's just a vibration. See, vibrations are tied to emotions. That's why I love musicians, because they remind me of feelings and times that were sometimes better and sometimes worse. But even the bad ones, if you think about them enough and you process it and look at it with clear eyes and a clear spirit, then you can even see the valuable lessons in those too. Yeah. So, not all bad things are good, not all good things are bad. I like to mind the dip. See, I woke up today, I feel good. 3 days in a row. I feel good, but I gotta mind the dip. 'Cause sometimes I just want to dance around in elation. Woo! Yeah, 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 yeah! Hi-ya, hi-ya, hi-ya! I just, when spirit moves you, it moves you. I also know that there's the biggest difference between differential causes the greatest combustion. So I don't ever like to get too high, and I never like to get too low. There's always things that I can do, you know. Meditate, focus on my breathing is always my go-to. Whenever I get too worked up or anything, that's my quickest. I don't care where I am. I don't care what I look like. It dials me in. I think about the world and how many people, if they just did that, wouldn't react. How much aggression wouldn't be. But self-will, it's run riot, and this is the world we get. So, it's so much different than it used to be. We create our own reality. A lot of the stuff they said before was going to happen. So all what we're getting is history. We're getting history. We're just getting history in modern time. It's the ideology. It's the mentality. It's the way of thinking that keeps going back around. How come we ain't ever had no peace on earth? There's a lot of unpeaceful, unrest people in the world. That's why. So when it teeters past that people are more balanced than unbalanced, then we'll start seeing differences in the world. But what are really people really going to take? It takes extreme things to make extreme changes happen, and people are so skittish, they're not really willing to do it. I don't know a lot of other people that have taken a $55,000 pay cut to hang out with their mom. Not a lot of people have it in them, 44 or 45 years old. They just won't do it. They have their goals, their life. Well, you know, I'm trying to find a way that me and Mom can have our life together. Yep. So she can enjoy herself and I can enjoy myself too. I know that there's a way. So, anyway, welcome to the new folks. Glad you're here. Always. The ones from the beginning. Hope you're still around. Saw a blast from the past, blazing and flaming, twin flame. Stop by, have the love. So, spread some love if you got it. If you don't, keep your hate to yourself. It's your own disease. It's how cancers are made. But you don't need to give that to other people. The goal is to get rid of your disease so you don't have to be toxic, too. Because hurt people hurt people. So, that's about all I got. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.